Hi kids, welcome to Terry on Tuesday here in Fisheye Lens World. Let's get on with the video, shall we? Hi kids, welcome to Terry on Tuesday. This time completely experimental. As you can see, I'm using the new webcam. It's got a microphone built in there, and I'm also using my decent microphone, which you can just see there. So I'm not sure which one's picking up the audio. I think it's the decent mic. So the reason for doing this is to try the whole ring light that I bought, the webcam, and see if I can get a little closer with stuff that's going on rather than standing in the kitchen. And I get to sit down. Let's do a little bit more on this week. I don't know how much I'm going to get done because I've had a really busy couple of days. And in order to get this recorded and edited in time for Tuesday, by the way, if you're watching this on Tuesday, I made it. Anyway, so last week I padded the inside of this mask out using foam and sponge. You can see a bit of it here. So I put it on the head for the time being on Manny the mannequin and put a sanding block in there to keep it tight. So we'll take that off. And we'll try and get it off without pulling his head off. Hang on. Here we go. So this has been on in a good week. So as you can see, there's masking tape in there holding the holding the sponge in. So I'm going to try and take some of this masking tape off. So, stuck in, looks brilliant. Let's just wear that. Right, nose, upper lip, cheeks, eyebrows, big bit in the chin. Let's turn him round. By the way, let me know if this weird fisheye thing is alright for you. I'm just thinking you can get some better light and picture quality to see what I'm doing. But hey, you may not like it, so let me know. Okay, so I did say I was going to get the face shell sorted, and I was thinking of cutting the jaw off and attaching it under here. So I think that would involve cutting the jaw off first and then gluing the top half inside there and the bottom half inside there. I'll make this up as I go along. And it's worked alright so far. Okay, so let's use the scalpel. This is called the score and snap method, by the way. It's not a thing I've made up. You basically score it and try not to slip, obviously, and try not to cut yourself as well as anybody else. So you can see I've scored a line there. I'll do the same on this side. Where am I doing from? There. Okay. Well, that's not the most accurate line. It doesn't quite join up in the middle. Hang on. So this score and snap. Now it's scored because it's so thin. You can bend it, and you notice it goes white line on the inside, and you basically bend it till it snaps. Got to be very careful in case it cracks, but ABS is quite a flexible plastic. It's not like, there we go, see? So the snap has started happening. Oh, come on. We have to put some edits in here, chaps, and I've got the scars to prove it. Yeah, so it's getting there. Come on, you git. I can. There we go. Nearly done. Can you see? There we go. Opening the wrong way, but there we go. Just try and bend that. Give it one more score across here just to get it finished. Yeah, because it didn't quite line up, but it's not a problem. There we go. So we got the top and the bottom. Dodgy bit there, which I'm going to snip off now. Dodgy bit at the bottom, which I'm going to snip off now. But it's a basic jaw. Okay, so let's cut this nasty little bit off there. Yeah, he's fine. Edges aren't too sharp. Very good. Those are a bit sharp on the corner there. I think I'll just nip the corner off. Reduce the pointies inside. Alrighty then. So there's our top. There's a little jawbone. See, it goes on the inside of there. And all I need to do, I think, is to put some glue on the outside here, whack it under, pull it tight, put some clamps on it, and yeah, I think once that's glued, I can cut across here as much as I like and then fold some of this down into the jaw, which gives us a basis to put some teeth on. I might 3D print the teeth, design and 3D print them. I'll take some measurements and design them. So hopefully I can show you how I design them on the computer. I'm going to glue this in position first. Best laid plans and all that. I'm just going to use my 3D printers. These, right, get yourself a pair of these. They're dead sharp, but they cut anything. If you're working with plastic and wire and little bits of metal, these things are so good. Look at that. Look at that. Look, perfect. Look how round that is. I'm a genius. Not really. Okay. Got a bag full of clamps here. These are the plastic clamps you get in sets in cheap shops and Wilco and B&M and B&Q, those kind of things. Always come in handy. Some of these are mine, some of these are not mine. A word from our sponsor. Do you go to IKEA and buy like those boring flat shelves and stuff? Do you need shelf space? Most of us do, especially people of my ilk who collect a load of things, and you need like a shelf to put things on. I don't have a lot of shelves up because I've done the whole TARDIS painty thing there, but I do want some shelves around here, and I do like having shelves and framed items rather than just pictures. So I was looking online, and a friend of mine actually makes amazing shelves. Let me show you. I know I've done this on Instagram, but I'm gonna show you here. Look at this. This is a reclaimed wood, so it's probably from a pallet or something like that, but it's reclaimed wood, handmade hexagonal shelf. They come in different sizes. This is the biggest one, and I'll put the thing at the bottom there, but it's basically Nailed It Handmade on Instagram. And they've got an Etsy store, Nailed It Handmade, and Emma makes these, and they're dead sturdy, they're lovely and smooth. I've got a nice sort of, you can have them finished or unfinished, I've got a nice sort of lacquer on here. It's lovely, lovely smooth. It's got two fixing holes in the back at the top, and it comes with fixing bolts. Ting! There you go, like that. And then you just drill them into the wall, or you can use something smaller, but I think I'll probably put these in. See, and you can stand things on there, or you could even mount it like that probably, but then again I don't think you could stand it and slide, depending on what you put there. But yeah, you can stand things on the top and there, and also you can get medium sized and smaller ones, so I may be getting another 2 of these. I think I'll get the 2 smaller ones to go kind of there and there. I don't know, but I love hexagons. It's my favourite geometrical shape, which is a nice bit of trivia for you. I don't know why, it's just awesome, and you know, that's very hexagonal, so I like that. But yeah, these are incredibly good value, incredibly good, you know, say reclaimed recycled wood, so it's all sort of non-wasteful. Any nail holes have been filled, and you know, it's sanded dead smooth. It's nice and sturdy. It's not very heavy, but get some of these. Let's put them on Manny there. Yeah, get some of these if you want to do stuff up. By the way, I chose the grey finish, this wood stain. You can get them unstained, you can get them stained in different shades of brown. I wanted this grey because it matches the decor, and yeah, so Nailed It Handmade on Etsy and on Instagram. go drop Emma a line and get yourself a really, really nice shelf. We're getting some more of those. Okay, commercial break over. Let's get some glue on the go. Let's put him up there for a second. So, blob, 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 blob. All the way along there. You see that? There we go. This stuff can be used sparingly, actually. It's so good. I blob it all on. And I'm going to put a bit under the chin there. Look at that. Spread it out a little bit. Okay. I think it works best at its thickness. And the cool thing about it is it's almost permanent, but it's not permanent like super glue. Because once it dries, it goes into this very, very viscous, hard, rubbery thing. But you can still peel it off and not damage either surface. So, it's now or never, as Elvis once said. Just try not to get the glue all on the inside of the mask. Pop the chin in. And let's get a clamp, I think. Medium-sized clamp. Under there. Let's get that chap in. Now let's get the sides. Feel where they are. Yep. Another medium-sized clamp on the go. Where are you? You on the end? Make sure I'm actually clamping the bit of plastic. Yep. One on this side. See that? Okay, now I'm going to replace that clamp. Biggin. That's the biggin. These clamps are great because they've got the little orange hands which flatten out the surface area quite nicely. Okay, I'm just going to put two in the middle just to keep the skin of the mask stuck to the plastic while the glue's going off. So, 5 clampy clamps. It weighs an absolute ton now, but as you can see it's clamped in under there. There we go. Look at that. Rather nicely. That's going to be there all week. My other thing I wanted to do, but I have to do the inside first I guess, is to cut some shapes of this out and start sticking them on, but obviously I can't do that until this is all done and the Scully is on. It may even make sense for me to order the glass lizardy eyes that I was thinking of getting for this and gluing these in place, but they need to line up with the holes as well, you know what I mean? So I think it might be a case of putting this in first. I still think I'm going to put the elastic webbing from there to the jaw once they're both in, just to keep them together as it were, so instead of going sort of sideways it'll have a bit more of an up and down, like, you know, tendons like you do have on your jaw. You have these muscles from there to there. Okay. This has been a really boring video, I'm sorry. Just before we go, I want to give a thank you to everyone who's been watching and supporting and giving me the thumbs up and the likes. It's much appreciated, and speaking to me via the Facebook page and in comments. Everything's going cool so far. We're getting through the lockdown obviously, and hoping that Offworld will have the sound mix done before too long, and while that's happening I'm working on the storyline for the new film, which I'm bursting. I really want to tell you all about it, but I can't yet, just because, you know, it's best to have your story cemented and all sort of established before you start putting it out there, in case, you know, because there is a lot of plagiarism going on, and although nothing's original and you can't copyright an idea, as it were, I mean, if I did a film about a shark eating people, it's kind of Jaws, but at the same time there's no copyright on it, you know what I mean? But I don't want someone to beat us to market with it, or beat us to the punch, so like, all I can say right now, there's bits of sci-fi in it, there's definitely comedy in it, and there's bits of fantasy in it, and sort of, it's going to be fun. It's going to be real good fun. I can't wait to start telling you about that. But right now, we've got to get this guy done. If I make any progress in the week, that will be cool, and you will see him at a bit more state. Maybe I'll have the head shell in and cut some shapes out. And next week I might even show you about how I do 3D printing. I'm no expert, by the way. I'm not brilliant at CG modeling, not anymore. I was good when I was in college, but I can't remember how to do it. So I'm going to make some things using a basic program. I'm going to set up the printer. I'm going to size the teeth and stuff, and we'll do a bunch of teeth. And I could even do eyeballs, actually. 3D print them, just paint them. You know, they don't need to be glass. If I can make them glossier, there's a thought. Anyway, that's all for this week. Thank you for tuning in to Terry on Tuesday. Let me know what you thought of this whole webcam setup. Is the sound any good? And if you want me to go back to the kitchen, that's fine, I'll do that. I think sitting down in this chair makes me relax a bit more, so I will probably be waffling on too much already. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks everybody. Tune in next week. Drop me a line on Facebook. Give me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next week. Take care now. Bye bye then.